Lesson 3. Reading. Preserving Foods.
Food spoils quickly. In order to store food for future use, it is necessary to preserve it in some way. Early man probably dried food in the sun or kept it in cool places. With the discovery of fire, man learned to smoke meat and fish. Later in history, spices were used to preserve foods. Pepper was found to be especially good for preventing meat from spoiling. Man also learned to use salt to cure meat and to pickle a variety of foods. Modern methods of preserving foods began in France in about 1800. Nicholas Appert, a baker, first learned to can foods. Later, about 1900, with the development of mechanical refrigeration, it became possible to both keep foods and move them long distances in special railroad cars, trucks, and ships. Today, freezing foods is a very important method of preservation. Some foods are also dried or dehydrated. Many experiments have been made with irradiating foods, but this method has not been perfected yet.
Questions. 1. What happens to food if it is not preserved in some way? 2. Name 5 ways of preserving foods. 3. Who first learned to can foods? 4. Do you think that freezing foods is a new method of preservation? 5. What does dehydrate mean?
Practice drills and exercises. 1. 1. Practice with mass and count nouns. Substitute the cued items. Listen to the models.
Spice. Spices are becoming more expensive all the time.
Spices are becoming more expensive all the time.
Spices are becoming more expensive all the time.
Food.
Food's becoming more expensive all the time.
Food's becoming more expensive all the time.
Food's becoming more expensive all the time.
Now do the exercise.
Spice.
Spices are becoming more expensive all the time.
Food.
Food's becoming more expensive all the time.
Car.
Cars are becoming more expensive all the time.
Salt.
Salt's becoming more expensive all the time.
Cotton.
Cotton's becoming more expensive all the time.
Paper.
Paper's becoming more expensive all the time.
Newspaper.
Newspapers are becoming more expensive all the time.
Shoe.
Shoes are becoming more expensive all the time.
Eating out.
Eating out's becoming more expensive all the time.
Soybean.
Soybeans are becoming more expensive all the time.
Cigarette.
Cigarettes are becoming more expensive all the time.
Travel.
Travel's becoming more expensive all the time.
Gasoline.
Gasoline's becoming more expensive all the time.
Apartment.
Apartments are becoming more expensive all the time.
Gold.
Gold's becoming more expensive all the time.
Clothing.
Clothing's becoming more expensive all the time.
Movie.
Movies are becoming more expensive all the time.
Two. Prepositional phrases as noun modifiers. Make one sentence from two sentences. Make the prepositional phrase modify the italicized noun in the first sentence. Follow the examples. Listen.
1. I always enjoy visiting his farm. It's in the country.
I always enjoy visiting his farm in the country.
I always enjoy visiting his farm in the country.
I always enjoy visiting his farm in the country.
2. The flour is in that container. It's no good.
The flour in that container is no good.
The flour in that container is no good.
The flour in that container is no good.
Now you do the exercise.
1. I always enjoy visiting his farm. It's in the country.
I always enjoy visiting his farm in the country.
2. The flour is in that container. It's no good.
The flour in that container is no good.
3. You can eat some of that cake. It's on the counter.
You can eat some of that cake on the counter.
4. The blue car's my brother's. It's over there.
The blue car over there is my brother's.
5. Help yourself to the candy. It's in that jar.
Help yourself to the candy in that jar.
6. The meat is in the refrigerator. It's spoiled.
The meat in the refrigerator is spoiled.
7. The lesson is on page 6. It's quite easy.
The lesson on page 6 is quite easy.
8. The peaches are on the trees. They're not ripe yet.
The peaches on the trees are not ripe yet.
Nine. The coffee is very bitter. It's in this pot.
The coffee in this pot is very bitter.
10. There have been several developments. They have been in agriculture.
There have been several developments in agriculture.
3. Appositives. Rewriting sentences. Rewrite the sentences, deleting the relative pronoun who or which and the form of be. Ready? Begin.
1. Nicholas Appert, who was a baker, first learned to can foods. Nicholas Appert, who was a baker, first learned to can foods.
Nicholas Appert, a baker, first learned to can foods.
2. The book, which was a mystery story, was very exciting. The book, which was a mystery story, was very exciting.
The book, a mystery story, was very exciting.
3. John Jones, who is a good friend of mine, is president of a big company now. John Jones, who is a good friend of mine, is president of a big company now.
John Jones, a good friend of mine, is president of a big company now.
4. The man, who was a cab driver, ran to help the people in the accident. The man, who was a cab driver, ran to help the people in the accident.
The man, a cab driver, ran to help the people in the accident.
5. The car, which was an old Volkswagen, was hardly damaged. The car, which was an old Volkswagen, was hardly damaged.
The car, an old Volkswagen, was hardly damaged.
6. The picnic food, which was fried chicken and potato salad, was the best I'd ever eaten. The picnic food, which was fried chicken and potato salad, was the best I'd ever eaten.
The picnic food, fried chicken and potato salad, was the best I'd ever eaten.
7. Canning, which is a popular method of preserving food, was discovered by a Frenchman. Canning, which is a popular method of preserving food, was discovered by a Frenchman.
Canning, a popular method of preserving food, was discovered by a Frenchman.
8. My uncle, who is a linguist, has written a book about dialects. My uncle, who is a linguist, has written a book about dialects.
My uncle, a linguist, has written a book about dialects.
Pronunciation. Intonation. The rise and fall of the voice while speaking is called intonation. Lines are occasionally used above the sentences, or parts of sentences, in this book to indicate intonation. Repeat these sentences.
They went home. I can't see Mary. Where's my hat?
The intonation used in the examples above represents the declarative intonation pattern. It is used with most affirmative and negative statements, and with WH, question word, questions. If the sentence is composed of two phrases, the voice usually goes down to only the pitch 2 level at the end of the first phrase. Practice 1. In A, the sentence is said as one phrase. In B, the same sentence is said using two phrases. Repeat these sentences.
Jeff Jones is a friend of mine. Jack Jones is a friend of mine. He's also a very good farmer. He's also a very good farmer. His farm is right over there. His farm is right over there.
In asking yes-no questions, the question intonation is generally used. The voice usually begins on pitch level 2, rises to pitch 3 on the stressed syllable, and then steps up or glides a little higher. Repeat these sentences.
Are you leaving? Did they tell him? Won't you sit down?
Practice 2. Form two questions from each of the sentences. A WH question beginning with when, and B, a yes-no question. Follow the example. Listen. They're leaving soon. A.
When are they leaving?
When are they leaving?
When are they leaving?
B.
Are they leaving soon?
Are they leaving soon?
Are they leaving soon?
Now do the exercise. 1. They're coming tomorrow. A.
When are they coming?
B.
Are they coming tomorrow?
2. She left yesterday. A.
When did she leave?
B.
Did she leave yesterday?
3. He called last night. A.
When did he call?
B.
Did he call last night?
4. They're going next week. A.
When are they going?
B.
Are they going next week?
Dialogue. Making candy. While Mother is away, two young girls, about 8 or 10 years old, decide to make some candy.
What do you want to do, Trudy? I don't know. Let's make some candy. Candy? Do you know how? I've never made any, but I've watched my mother make it. Okay, what do we do first? First, we get out the sugar, milk, and chocolate. How much do we use? We just mix it together until it looks about right. What are you doing now? Melting the sugar. Quick, it's burning. Put in some milk. Hurry. There, is that enough? Yes. Now let's put in the chocolate and a little flour. Don't we need some butter? Yes, Mother uses that too. Let's put in some nuts now. Now, all we have to do is cook it and stir it once in a while. It doesn't smell too good. It's ready to taste now. Let me know what you think. I think it tastes awful. I do too. Let's pour it out. Well, what do we do now? I know. Let's make a pie. We'll surprise Mother when she comes home.
Practice drills and exercises. 2. 1. The determiner, no. The noun substitute, none. Change the sentences using no as a determiner. Listen to the models.
1. He doesn't have any friends.
He has no friends.
He has no friends.
He has no friends.
2. I never drink coffee.
I drink no coffee.
I drink no coffee.
I drink no coffee.
Now you do the exercise.
1. He doesn't have any friends.
He has no friends.
2. I never drink coffee.
I drink no coffee.
3. I don't want any excuses.
I want no excuses.
4. We never take chances.
We take no chances.
5. They don't write any letters.
They write no letters.
6. He won't eat any meat.
He'll eat no meat. Take the part of speaker B. Use the determiner, no. Follow the models. Listen.
1. I don't have any money with me.
You mean to say you have no money with you at all?
You mean to say you have no money with you at all?
You mean to say you have no money with you at all?
2. I didn't eat any breakfast.
You mean to say you ate no breakfast at all?
You mean to say you ate no breakfast at all?
You mean to say you ate no breakfast at all?
Now you do the exercise.
1. I don't have any money with me.
You mean to say you have no money with you at all?
2. I didn't eat any breakfast.
You mean to say you ate no breakfast at all?
Three, I don't have any time to talk.
You mean to say you have no time to talk at all?
Four, I don't get any exercise.
You mean to say you get no exercise at all?
Five, I never eat fruit.
You mean to say you eat no fruit at all?
Six, I didn't bring any money.
You mean to say you brought no money at all?
Seven, I didn't catch any fish.
You mean to say you caught no fish at all?
Eight, I don't drink any tea.
You mean to say you drink no tea at all?
End of Side 1.